Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of We Are Legion Live. Tonight we have with us the very lovely and talented Sydney Hansen.
Oh,
Hello, how are you doing this evening?
really good. How are you?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Why don't we start off and you go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm a Southern rock artist. That's what I'm trying to be. And I'm a 17-year-old singer-songwriter and musician from Minnesota. So, yeah, it's been pretty cold up here. A little bit about my climate right now. But yeah, I've been singing for a really long time, and I just released a new single called Fallen. So you should go check that out. It's on all streaming platforms. But, yeah, things have been going really well lately, and I've gotten a lot of opportunities, so I'm really grateful.
Okay, we'll get to that. I got Fallen here, and we'll get that played here in a little bit.
Oh, cool.
But all right, I have some questions because I'm a very huge Southern rock fan.
Yeah.
Okay, you are 17.
Yep.
And live in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you fall in love with the Southern rock genre?
Yeah. I don't know really. I guess I've always listened to like old music, and I've always just loved the sound of just Southern rock, country, really anything like that. Bonnie Raitt, Sheryl Crow, those are like a lot of my inspirations, and Chris Stapleton or Stevie Nicks. So really just like that kind of genre I've really always just looked up to, and I love that, so.
Okay, that's interesting. Because, like I said, I'm a little bit older than you, and
Yeah.
but I actually just love Southern rock, and but from Leonard Skinner and all those guys,
For sure.
all the ones from the late '70s, early '80s time frame, and when you said you were 17, I was like, well, I appreciate that you have a love for that music. I just was kind of wondering how you came about that genre, because that's not something you would normally hear from a 17-year-old.
Right, yeah, definitely not.
And it's quite impressive, actually. And you mentioned some people, or do you have any other people that actually were some of your influences for Southern rock, other than like the Bonnie Raitt and Chris Stapleton, stuff like that?
I've had a lot of different people. I couldn't even probably name them all, but just my main. I guess I've just been. I looked up to a lot of country artists more so, but
Mhm.
I've just kind of fell in love with like the Southern rock because I'm definitely not a pop country artist, so
Mhm.
I like just fit better in that category, and my voice, my tone just really fits well. So I think that's how I decided on it, but. I just had like different influences, like even Casey Musgraves, even though she has a softer voice,
Mhm.
or just like other people like that. I don't know.
Uh, so, have you? Do you have any like other indie artists that you have been listening to? You've named a lot of people. Most of them are like in the mainstream right now, being played on the radio. Have you had a chance to listen to people like, say, like Kaylee Shore? Because you have a good sound like Kaylee has.
No,
Uh,
I've never heard her stuff actually.
you should definitely go check out her stuff.
Yeah.
I'll send you a link after this. You kind of got a similar sound, and I think you would really enjoy that.
Yeah, I'll check that out for sure.
But all right, well, let's take a minute and let me go ahead and load your song up here that Paula sent me, and this is your very first single,
Yeah,
"Fallen."
pretty cool.
Hmm. Well, we heard it, but they didn't hear it.
Oh, really?
So I'm not for sure. Yeah, I just saw that in the chat.
They can always find it on my Instagram bio, though, so that's good. If you can't figure it out.
Yeah, it is on our Instagram, and you guys really should check it out. It's a really good song, and I don't know. Here, let me see if I can play it off my phone to where you guys can hear it because you really should hear it. And I apologize. I mean, you were hearing it fine, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. So let me pull it up here.
Technology can be crazy.
Yeah, that's one of the downsides of doing live streaming is you have to. You have to take it as it comes, and so give me a second here and let me get it downloaded here on the phone, and if it will, there we go. I downloaded it to the wrong thing. I got to download it to my Google Drive. Okay. So, where at in Minnesota?
Duluth.
Duluth. Actually, I've been to Duluth before. I love Duluth. It's so pretty up there. But I was actually there during Labor Day weekend. It was back in the late '90s.
Yeah.
But it was Memorial Day weekend, and there was still snow on the ground. I was like, I can't do that.
It's always snowing up here.
I was like, that's a no-go for me.
Yeah,
is
it's crazy how
snow on Memorial Day.
Yeah, it's crazy how our weather changes because it's snowing a lot in our winters, but it gets pretty warm actually. Like good temperature.
Yeah, but I was walking down some of the streets and stuff there in Duluth, and you guys have like bridges and like waterfalls and stuff in the middle of town, and it's just really, really great.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And so yeah, it's really pretty if anybody gets a chance ever to go up there and just hang out and spend a little time. It's a pretty nice little town.
Yeah, our Bayfront stage is really cool. I performed there a few times.
Okay.
So it's like right off of the bay, right off of the lake. So it's really cool. It's like a huge stage.
Okay, and so have you? Are you basically just been up in Minnesota, or have you been like to Nashville or anything like that?
I actually just got back from Nashville like a couple weeks ago. I've been working with a new producer, Kent Wells, and he's pretty awesome. He's Dolly Parton's producer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he's really cool, very fun to work with, and I'm actually going back there on the 15th, I think. So that should be really fun. I've been writing some songs with some writers down there, so.
No, anybody in particular you've been writing with?
No, I don't know. They're well known, I guess. Liz Ann Hill is the girl I wrote with that time, but we came up with a really cool song. So.
Okay. Well, we can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
I am trying to get the. Let me see here.
It's all good. I can explain a little bit of the song if you want.
Hang on, we will see if we can get it loaded here.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like it's loading. Still loading. All right, so go ahead and play. Oh, never mind. Here we go. This is her first release. This is Fallen.
About you, soft pale blue eyes. Even though I adore those two, you know I do. But baby, your love is like a high, so high up in the sky. Oh, when we're tumbling down, we're falling in love and we feel it now. Falling to the ground. I'm falling, falling, falling for you. I'm falling, falling, I know it's true. I'm falling each day through, and I know there's no doubt, no, there's no doubt. I'm falling for you. Here it's so true. I got a little kid love for you. I know your secrets, you know mine. With you I'd spend all my time, all my time. 'Cause you feel like home, a home I've never known. We're falling in love and we feel it now. Falling to the ground. I'm falling, falling, falling for you. I'm falling, falling, I know it's true. I'm falling each day through, and I know there's no doubt, no, there's no doubt. I'm falling for you, falling for you. I'm falling, falling, I know it's true. I'm falling, falling for you, and I know there's no doubt, no, there's no doubt. I'm falling for you.
There we go. And that is really an excellent song.
Thank you.
And we had a question. Did you write that song yourself? Or?
Yeah, I did. I wrote that a few months ago. Actually, just finished it a few months ago. But yeah, Rocky Bird was the producer for it. He was super awesome, very helpful with working with it, and yeah, it turned out to be a great song. So
Yeah, it's a really great song, and it's a good pick for your first single to be released.
Yeah.
And so, do you have more? Are you planning on releasing an EP anytime soon?
I'm definitely working towards that. I haven't recorded any songs really of my originals. I have like a whole songbook, but I'm just working on those soon in Nashville, and then just trying to perfect them and get ready to record hopefully
Okay.
very soon. So
yeah. Well, hopefully everything will start settling down with the pandemic and make it a little easier for you to get down there and do that. I know travel and stuff is kind of a pain. I got to go to close to Nashville here in a couple of weeks for my day job, and they wanted me to fly, and I was like, no, I'll just go ahead and drive, because really it's not that bad. It's like 8-hour drive from here. So I was like, I'd rather just drive than get crammed on an airplane with a bunch of people.
yeah.
And it just sounds miserable right now with trying to get through with the mask and everything like that. And also at that time I will have just taken my second dose of the vaccine.
Oh, cool.
And so I don't want to risk getting sick before the vaccine, because they say it takes 2 weeks for it to kick in. Yeah. So I really don't want to take any chances on getting sick before the vaccine gets fully in there.
Yeah, that would not be fun.
So, other than getting in a studio and recording, what are your plans for like later on this year when they start opening things up? Are you going to stay up there in Minnesota, or are you planning on maybe locating back down towards Nashville to play those types of places, or what you got going on?
I'm definitely just like waiting for everything to open back up. I'm definitely going to be doing some local shows, but I'm hoping to do some festivals around the country, but we'll see what I can come up with. But yeah, just really waiting for COVID to come down a little bit and just to focus on stuff. But yeah, me and my band, I actually have a band, we're called Sitting the Boys, and we've been kind of put on pause, so that sucks, but we're definitely going to get back going again soon. So.
Oh, that sounds good. And it shouldn't. I mean, you really shouldn't have much problems. Paula shouldn't have any problems finding you guys festivals and stuff because
a couple plans. So.
Yeah, because you guys you have a really good sound, and it can fit into several different genres, and so it shouldn't really be that difficult to get you in on some festivals. And well, I hope you get close so I can get a chance to come out and see you live.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But if not, maybe I can get closer too. Is really Duluth's kind of a far drive, but maybe if you get a little bit farther south, I can do it. Minneapolis is only like an 8-hour drive as well, so
yeah. I'm sure I'll eventually have some shows in like Nashville and stuff, but just have to figure it out.
Well, I'm in Kansas City, so I'm pretty much I'm 8 hours from Minneapolis. I'm 9 hours from Nashville. I'm 8.5 hours from Chicago. 9 hours from Dallas. So I got a pretty good central location here. So I got the Midwest pretty well covered.
Yeah.
And it's just being able to have the time to get out there on the road and do those things, which I like to do. But definitely, if I can make it to a show, maybe we could actually do a live in-person show.
Yeah,
and then put it out. That'd be really cool too. And
yeah, I'd love to.
And sorry, I tried to get you scheduled for last week before the single came out.
Yeah.
But Paula ended up getting sick, and she didn't end up sending the email.
Oh.
And I had sent you a DM on Instagram, but
I don't think I saw that.
You probably didn't, and but it's quite all right. I mean, I know as artists, a lot of artists do not check their official Instagram DMs.
No, yeah.
And
get lost all the time.
Yeah, and so unless they're actually from someone that they're following, they don't. And so it's understandable, and I'm not doing it. I was glad to be able to reschedule.
Yeah, I'm glad
to get you on. So if you had the choice right now to work with any artist to say write with or just get on stage and perform with right now, who would you want to pick?
Right now I'm really loving Miley Cyrus's new vibe. I don't know. She's pretty cool right now, so maybe her or just Stevie Nicks. She's just a classic idol for me, so probably one of them I'd have to say. But yeah.
Okay, that's not a bad choice. I mean, you're going to draw a big crowd if you sing with Miley.
Right, yeah.
Have you got to play any bigger like arenas or anything, or you just been basically local to the Duluth area?
Just local so far, pretty much. I've definitely gone around like all around Minnesota, but just trying to break through, kind of. I just got put on pause mostly when I'm just kind of trying to break into the industry, so I didn't really have anywhere to go yet. But yeah.
That kind of put a damper on things with the pandemic. Make sure you're doing keeping up on your social medias and stuff. That'll really help out, especially when the pandemic ends. If you just keep putting stuff out there, whether it's just little videos or something to say hi or anything like that, and Uh, do you have like any merch website or anything right now?
Not right now, no. We're working on that right now, though, actually.
Okay, well, definitely let us know because I like to wear merch from artists that have been on the show. So it
Yeah.
helps. This is actually a friend of mine, Sarah Faith. She's been on the show. Uh, uh, I think if you would touch base with her as well, you can find her on Instagram at like Sarah Faith Music. She's really super nice and
Cool.
very friendly to work with, and she was a songwriter, and she's decided to put her music and stuff out there. And she's a really great person. You should really touch base with her and
I'll
see
check
what
it
you
out.
can work out. Yeah. I went ahead and sent you an email with that information about Kaylee, so you can definitely check out her open book, or even the new one, the extended open book, unabridged open book, and it's got 4 extra songs on it from the open book album.
Oh, cool. I'll
But
check that.
you have such a great voice, so is you keep putting out songs like that, and it's not going to take people long before they start knowing what your name is
Yeah.
and hearing your band and stuff, and you'll get plays. I mean, you may not get mainstream radio right away, but as sad as it isn't the fact that it isn't your music that isn't there. It's for one, depending on what kind of genre they're playing you on, being a female artist hurts.
Yeah.
And I don't like it, and I'm really big proponent of helping change that narrative to where we get equal play for female artists on the radio.
Yeah.
It just boggles my mind because I know tons and tons of female artists, especially in the country, that are just every bit as good as their male counterparts, and they don't get a second of airplay time.
Yeah.
And we're working to fix that. So anything that I can do to help you in that area, you just let me know, and we will do all I can.
Yeah, awesome. It's definitely hard to be a girl in an industry like this. So
Yeah. But also, if you just need someone to talk to for advice, you can hit me up and I can point you in a direction because, like I said, I know tons and tons of female artists and tons of very good ones that could really help point you in a good direction.
yeah, of course.
Um,
What advice you have?
well, why don't we take a minute and we'll pause here and you tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
Okay, my Instagram is Sydney Hansen Official, and so is my YouTube, and then my Facebook is Sydney Hansen Music. So go check those out, and then my new song Fallen is on Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, YouTube, really any streaming platform. So that's where you can find my stuff.
I'm just typing that stuff into the chat
Yeah.
for him.
Cool.
And you said IG and YouTube.
And YouTube is Sydney Hansen Official, and then my Facebook is Sydney Hansen Music.
Okay. Do you also have a Twitter account?
Yeah, that's Sydney Hansen Official as well. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I want to make sure because over on Twitter that's where I started at, so I have a much larger following, and over there, and I've kind of got a love-hate relationship with it right now because it's really been acting up on me the last couple of days.
Yeah.
But
I don't for that much actually. I don't have a ton of followers on there, so.
well, what I do is daily, except for today because my scheduled tweets didn't get sent out. But I run a daily stream where artists of all genres from all over the world, they can drop their links in there.
Oh.
And everybody does a pretty good job of listening to one another's music and retweeting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I also run a separate one, which is my artist of the day, which is where we just spotlight a single indie artist, and
Oh, cool.
the goal is to get that artist to go viral. Where I just started at the first of the year, and it's started all right, but we could do a lot better where everybody retweets it. But it's still, we're hitting anywhere from 15 to 35,000 people
Cool.
seeing that one stream every day.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you got 15,000 people looking at
Right.
that your song every day, I mean, that's like playing in an arena, so a
Yeah.
huge arena, and so we'll get it there. But we're
Yeah,
gonna.
that's awesome.
I wanna try to get that stuff more going a little bit more. Sometimes it takes a little farther going, but yeah, if I'll drop you a friend, or I'll follow you on Twitter.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow me back, and we'll get. You can drop your link in those every day, and you'll start to see it pick up. Especially if you do talk to the other artists and stuff, and kind of build up. Because we build a pretty good community
Yeah.
of people, and it's not just artists; it's producers, it's radio personalities. We got people from every type of person from the music industry in there, and with all different levels of experience. So it's actually a pretty good community, and it's just a place where you can go if you have any questions or anything. And I'm sure there's someone in there that will help you, because there's over 18,000 artists in that group. So
Yeah, I'd love to be a part of that. Okay.
and yeah, we'll definitely. Let me get that going here before I forget.
All right.
Have you done many interviews?
Yeah, I've been definitely a lot more since Fallen has been getting released, but yeah, I've been doing a lot more recently.
Yeah, and well, I try not to make it like a typical interview. I like it to be more just like help if I put the official on, wouldn't it?
No, yeah, you asked
Try to make it.
questions then. That was good.
Well, I try to make it a little bit more laid back, and just more like like we're sitting out back, just hanging out type thing. Because frankly, I've been through some interviews and stuff on my own, and I'm like, it's just very nerve wracking, and I was like, I don't want to be like that.
Yeah, they're definitely kind of nerve wracking, but I've gotten used to them now.
Yeah. Well, and I figured that whenever when we were emailing back and forth, and you were asking questions, and
Yeah.
I was like, well, all right. Well, at first I didn't know how old you were, so that made it a lot more understandable. And I was like, well, I don't want her to be just like a nervous wreck on the show. Just lay back, be yourself. This whole show is about showing you off to everybody that's going to be watching it, letting them get to know you a little bit, so they can kind of start connecting with you. And when they do hear your music, then they kind of have a better understanding of who you are as a person. So it's easier for them to connect with your music.
Yeah, I love that. So.
And that's why I like to have the chilled, laid back type atmosphere. And we'll save the them driving hard questions to you on different types of interviews.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Not a problem. So, if you got to play any type of festival, you could play any festival. This is your dream. What festival would you like to play right now?
Oh gosh, I don't even know. That's a really hard question. What would you like to play? I don't really know.
If you had a dream festival to play,
Yeah.
what do you want to do? Like Burning Man, or just they got the country to country festival
Yeah.
that country music does, where you can go to different countries and things like that. I
Yeah,
mean,
really any country
there's
music festival like mixed with a bunch of artists, that'd be my main goal. But yeah,
yeah, there is no wrong answer because
yeah,
it's your dream, okay? And I guarantee you, none of them will hold it against you if you don't mention them in the festival. Matter of fact, they'll probably be like, "Why did she pick that festival?" Well, we will have to see if we can't get her onto ours and make her change her mind. Yeah, so it could work in your favor, you know.
true. Yeah, yeah. I'd say any festival. I like to play literally anywhere that I can, anytime, anything.
Uh, so, have you played? I know you're pretty close to Canada up there. Have you got to play any in Canada yet?
I haven't actually. I should definitely do that though. That'd be really fun. I just
I
haven't.
mean, I mean, yeah. I made it as far as Two Harbors, but I never got to go all the way into Canada when I was there. And but yeah, I was like, well, that would be natural, and I thought maybe I'd ask if you played over there in Canada yet.
Yeah,
Of course,
I will eventually. But
think the border's still closed because of COVID and stuff right now, so
Yeah.
it would make it a little harder.
yeah,
But with the way your sound is, I don't believe that the transition would be that
no,
different. And I mean, I really wish my friend Trissette was on here tonight because she's she would have some questions and stuff, and she would be a really good person for you to talk to.
oh cool.
And that's what I was just thinking. My friend Stacy, she just said a collab with Trissette and Sophie, but I think Sophie Dorn's. I think that would be good if we could get all three of you guys together. That would be really really great.
Yeah.
Trissette's actually a backup singer for John Fogerty.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a touring backup singer for John Fogerty, and but she has some amazing stuff on her own. And yeah, I will email her and see if she'll reach out to you. Is it all right if I give her your email?
Yeah, that's so fine.
Yeah. Well, I asked because I just don't like handing out people's information without asking them first, especially artists, because and I would never do it that if it wasn't another artist or something like that either,
Right, yeah.
because no, I'm not a big fan of people going and stalking and
No, that's not fun.
trolling and stuff either. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not fun at all, and I just went through some of that, and I'm still dealing with some of the ramifications of that on my own, and it's a scary time, and especially for a female, it would be a lot worse.
Yeah, I've already ran into some problems with that before, but
And yeah, well, again, if you have problems with that, you let me know, and I got a group that will help take care of that
cool.
sort of thing. We don't tolerate those type of people, trolls and stuff like that, in our group, and it's about sharing the music and the love of music, and all that other stuff can stay someplace else. It doesn't belong
Yeah.
online, and okay, now what are you guys talking about over here? Is up to me on a collab? I'm reading over here in the chat. Sometimes I get lost in either, or I got the chat right beside where you're at, and yes, Wolf, send me a demo. But what is your long term goals?
Yeah, probably just the same as any artist, I guess. Just to be touring and just to get my voice as out there as possible. I would love to be able to share my words, like my originals, with as many people as possible. So that's probably my biggest goal.
Okay. That is great. I mean that's pretty much what a standard answer for artists and stuff like that. And those are good goals to have. Really, that's the point, right? To get as many people to hear your music as possible, and that's what I've been trying to do with what I started here is to give artists that are just starting out and stuff like that a platform to where more people would be able to hear their music, and it's really it. I mean, really, the pandemic pretty much helped out that situation because we blew up a whole lot faster than I thought we would in the first year.
Yeah.
And that's because everybody was forced to go online, and but we we've grown a worldwide following. So if you start sharing your music, you're not just gonna get like local U.S. stuff. I mean, it's gonna. Don't be surprised if your song starts getting being played on indie radio in England or something like that, or Australia, because that's just how it goes. And does it really matter where your fans are coming from? is what I ask people is it's like if you look on your social media, you can actually see where people are listening to your music at.
Yeah.
And that gives you a better idea of where to kind of try to set up tours and stuff like that. Because it's the USA is not an easy market to just break through into because it's so saturated.
Yeah. Sure.
But if you could break out in Europe and stuff, that stuff is eventually going to filter back, and it's only going to help you be a little bit stronger whenever you get back over here to the States.
Yeah, I take any fans anywhere that I can. That I can get them, so.
Don't worry, you have a great voice, and you have a great first song. I'm sure it's not going to take long for people to start taking notice to your talent, and we will. I will. If you want to, you can even DM me the link over on Twitter, and I can get it sent out for you starting tomorrow in my daily thread, and we'll see about getting you on as the artist of the day too. Any particular spot that you want me to point them to? Do you have a bunch of content on your YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, it's all kind of the same amount of stuff.
Well, but do you have several videos over on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, well then that's probably where I will point them at. Either that, or I'll point them to the single itself.
Okay.
But I'd really like to have them be able to get more content.
Yeah.
To kind of fill in and actually, my friend Trissette just actually came.
Oh, cool.
Better late than never, Trissette. Yeah, we were just talking that you should actually DM Miss Hansen here and over on Facebook or Instagram or something and talk. She has a very good sound, and she's just very new to the industry, and I think you guys could actually sound pretty good together. Actually, they were talking, you, Sophie, and her, like doing something together. But yeah, so tell us something about you as a person that you would want your fans to know.
That is a good question. Like something that they wouldn't know about me, or just like about my personality.
Your choice. This is your show. You are in control.
All right. Well, as for my personality, I'm just a very nice person. I probably have too big of a heart. Sometimes that can fire back at you, but I have a very big heart. And something that people don't know about me probably is that I dance. I've been dancing since I was 3, and I've been on a dance team. So that's a huge passion of mine besides music.
Okay. I mean, it's hard to do stuff like that. Is to reveal personal stuff because, like I said earlier, people can use that and troll and stuff like that, and stalk. And but again, that also those personal details kind of give people an insight on who you are, and it helps them really to connect more with your music. And from the way you're talking, that's really what you want is you want people to hear your music and connect with you. So I thought that would be a pertinent question to ask.
Yeah.
All right, we've gotten several more people to join in. So why don't you go ahead and tell them again all your sites and where they can find your stuff. That way the new people can go ahead and find you on social media and things like that.
Yeah, my Instagram and YouTube are Sydney Hansen Official, and my Twitter. That's all Sydney Hansen Official, and my Facebook is Sydney Hansen Music.
And yeah, Trissette, she just released her first single. It's called Fallen. I will send you the link in your DM after the show.
It's also on all streaming platforms.
It is on all streaming platforms if you want to look it up. Here, I'll type it out for you. And don't misspell her last name like I did several times. I kept wanting to put an O instead of the E at the end.
The classic mistake, yes.
Yeah. Well, my last name's only 4 letters, and you would be surprised how many people just completely mess it up all the time.
It happens.
Yeah. And so I just, that's correct. And just keep moving. It's just a lot easier than fighting with them. But so is there anything else you would like to share with anybody, with the chat or anything before we wind this up for the night?
Not much. Just that I'm just looking for more fans and just that I can share my music with, and I'm just trying to live my dream and work on my music and work on myself as a person. So just trying to build a following a little bit.
Yeah, well, we'll see what we can do about helping you build a following. Definitely, I tried to search you on Twitter, but like I said, my Twitter's been acting up on me, so it's not really working. Look me up. It's music_Legion, just like my name on the screen. It's at music_Legion for Twitter. Hit me up over there. Like I said, there's over 18,000 followers on my account there, and we will start dropping you in that daily stream. And I guarantee you're going to start seeing an uptick in followers. There's just no way that they're going to skip over listening to that song. You have a wonderful voice, and it's not going to take you long. Definitely, if you'd like, you can DM me anytime, or you can email me. You have my email, and I can give you a list of those people that I was talking to you about on the show, like Kaylee and like Trissette and Sophie, that you can connect with that are other artists. Sophie, she's from Arizona. She's 18, so she's around your age too. So you could probably connect with her rather easily, and I think you all would work very well together, or at least be able to write some songs and stuff together that would really draw in some fans. I mean,
that'd be cool.
That'd be a lot of talent in one writing session, and but anything that you need, feel free to email me anytime. Anytime you want to come back on the show, you're more than welcome to come back on the show. Just let Paula know, or you can email me, or have Paula email me.
Yeah.
It's not an issue, and we look forward to hearing much more of your music, and for you to come back on to the show with us. So thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun. So.
Good, and you're an amazing guest, and you have a great night, and we will talk to you soon.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
All right, everybody. I will definitely. I will get her to do that. Boston. I will. I will add her, and I will let her know. Obviously, there's a. She's pretty raw, pretty new into the music industry, and again, she is a very sweet girl, and or seems to be a sweet girl, and I want to get her some good influences. That's why I mentioned Utreset and Sophie to make sure that she isn't tainted by some of the people that can be found in the industry. Uh, she she actually has the same management as Presley Taylor. If you all remember her from a couple of weeks ago, or not Taylor, Tinsley, and yeah, so she's got good management, and she's got a great first single, and we're going to see if we can't help her out a lot, because I think she has a very bright future in the music industry as long as they keep her on the straight and narrow. Uh, did anybody find anything that I failed to ask tonight that you wanted me to ask her, and I can get back with you? I got to do a better job of keeping an eye on those comments. They're kind of in a bad spot on StreamYard for me. They're kind of just off to the side, and if I'm looking at the camera and looking at the guests, then I really don't see them. But I try to keep up with them as much as possible. I know I'm horrible at it. Okay, well, if no one has any questions, thank you all for coming out tonight. You do not want to miss tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is your hula episode, which you all have been clamoring for. And since I did go over 3K on the Instagram, make sure the show will be at 8:30 Central. So, and our friend Spike from Honey Bone Rush will be on again. So it's going to be more of a just like a chill session. I didn't want to have an artist like tonight on, and me sitting here in a coconut bra the whole time doing the interview. That just wouldn't be fair to them, because it's going to be hard to concentrate with all that sexiness going on. But yes, we will do our hula episode tomorrow night with Spike, and so y'all definitely don't want to miss that. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut it a little bit short tonight because I got to go work the night shift at my day job. But I again thank you all for coming out, and we will see you tomorrow night. And you all have a good evening.